Hey, I'm Maria back with another video. It's like 1:46, April 6th, 2018. It's in the afternoon on Friday, and I am sitting around watching movies and just kind of doing some thinking. Some stuff has been popping into my head in the last few days. Things that people had said at the beginning of the targeting, I would say the active, intense targeting, as I was going to these different job interviews. And I do remember going to this place. It was a bookkeeping place. I believe the lady's name was Casey. And she said, and I didn't think much about it at the time, but she said, you know, the Murrays are kind of cultish. And I thought they meant like, I know that they had, you know, some of their, I guess, their kids' friends working with them, and so it seemed more like they were their extended family type thing, or their extended friends. So I guess I thought maybe that's what she really meant. But now that I'm thinking about it, my concern is that if they are indeed a cult, my fear of them latching on for so long is starting to become intensified, because cults can be pretty damn scary. And so, like, I understand that these people are behind it, but at the same time, I don't know every little bit in detail. And so I'm trying to put things together, but now I'm starting to think about this cult thing. And, you know, I know some of these people have heads that are just like so thick, so solid thick. You could tell them all kinds of stuff, but they will not leave you alone, okay? I want everybody in this town across the globe to know I don't want these attachments with that Murray family or any of my other previous employers, okay? These people need to get the hell out of my life. They've done enough damage, okay? I'm very saddened by the fact that, you know, the cute guy, unfortunately, is mixed in with these people, and I would prefer him not be. I don't want any of their shit coming into my life, okay? I mean, yes, a cute guy can come anytime he wants to, but that sort of attachment, this baggage, okay, that all I can look at is baggage, okay, needs to stand at the door, okay? So that's just the way it is. I'm very disturbed by what has taken place. And, you know, when I think of how long this has been going on, and then I think this cult thing is swirling around in my mind, and I know there was a religious element to it, it starts to really upset a person, you know? And so I can never figure out every single little detail, okay? But certain things that people have said to me is starting to make me get more antsy and nervous and whatever. I don't want Steve Murray participating in my life, okay? His role was my boss at one time. And all his fucking responsibility to do for me is to verify my references that people call. That's it. And like I said, everybody knows who I am. So it's like, you know, that's kind of a pointless thing at this point. But still, you know, that's the only connection that I have with this particular person. And that's all I want. To continue to latch on to me in any way, shape, or form is a form of harassment. Okay? And it's stalking. And I don't want to deal with that. So it bothers me if by mere chance that is the case, because I can't tell you how unhappy I am that these people have put bullshit in place, or you know, kept trying to manipulate my every move, you know, when they had no right to. And when you put the cult element into it, it becomes very disturbing to me. So I don't want to be a part of your cult. I will never be a part of your cult, if indeed you are a cult. I know that there's a lot of cult behavior going on, because I know religion was thrown out. But if you guys are like in a particular sect and you're trying to enlist me, or you're trying to force me or something, fuck you. I have every right to do what I want. You know, I'm an American citizen, okay? So, yeah, that's not cool at all. It's disturbing, okay? Seriously disturbing. So, no, I don't want my personal life intermingled with my work life, okay? I don't want that. I have certain decisions to make that I have to make all on my own, okay? I don't, you know, I just think the circus show that these people have created is absolutely ridiculous. And this bullshit was just continuing on from place to place to place to place. And I didn't ask for it, okay? So when I come out and make these random videos because I'm talking excessively about this issue, it's not that I'm trying to bring it up. It's not because, believe me, I would love to forget about it. I wanted very hard, did everything I could to just move on with my life, forget about it. But for whatever reason, there's always something bullshit that obstructs that. So it gives you time to think, and then you start talking because your issues aren't resolved. And until they get resolved, I'm going to keep talking. So yeah, I'm very disturbed by that. Okay. I don't, what scares me about some men, when I'm referring to, I don't know Steve Murray very well, other than, him bringing the mail and talking about certain things that needed to get done in the office. But I do know that I do fear, okay, that he may do certain things, or he has ideas about women that could put them in a very bad situation, okay, as well as minorities, black people, blah, 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 blah. And so I am not comfortable with him playing this active role, and especially being in anywhere near the vicinity of the cute guy, okay, because the cute guy doesn't need to have that sort of influence of this bullshit, because I will tell you, there is nothing about the Murray guy that I would ever find that would want him to emulate in any way, shape, or form, okay, because I find these people disgusting in every way, okay, so, it's not a good thing. These people have been involved in my life too closely that I would never have asked them to do that. They violated so much, and I can't help but think about it, and I will not stop thinking about it till I get on with my life. I can't stay idle like this. And I will say that it does create all kinds of fear inside of you, because these people are terrorists, okay? I mean, you don't set things like this up in place. I mean, there's no reason for it, okay? And it bothers me. It bothers me very much. Anyway, so I had to say that, I mean, maybe someone else in this town has heard something similar about that, like they're cultish, maybe, what I mean? Who knows? The weird part about it is, like, there's people in this town who know what's going on. I mean, they know the details because they probably were a part of, like, certain Facebook gossip chains, the regular gossip, and they know what the whole connection is relating to how long the Murrays have been involved, how long Karen's been involved. Karen and all these other people, this has been going on for, like, longer than, like, 5-10 years, okay? Almost 10 years, because I left her place in 2009. So they know from the very beginning as to exactly when this started happening. They know things, okay? Now, there's a lot of rumor and fluff and filler and bullshit thrown in there, okay? But as far as, why Steve Murray continues to latch on, or why he did, or whatever, they know this. I don't, okay? And I could try to guess, but I think it has a lot to do with my family, and it has something to do with the cute guy. I would prefer people stay out of me and the cute guy's business, period. You know what I mean? That is something that I don't like at all, period. I don't like to mix that shit at all. And so, and I have my reasons, like I said before in my last video, I'm a woman who has to make certain decisions for herself, So, anyway, yeah. So this is kind of like me talking about it just because I want to make some sort of notation, because I can think this whole thing back and start knowing more. But it would take a lot of time, okay? But this information is surfacing up about referring to these people as a cult, and I'm a little concerned about that. You know what I mean? I know that there's a lot of cults out there, and they're very twisted, okay? And they will come, and they feel justified, and they feel completely pumped up, and eager to basically, enforce their ideas and stuff like this into your life, even though they have no right to. Because somehow in their mind they think that they're above the laws, okay? Or maybe they have some very weird special revelation or whatever. And I will tell you, I don't need to deal with delusional people, okay? Do not bother me, ever. And I mean, do I need to get a restraining order? What do I need to do to make sure or feel at peace that these people have gotten out of my life? Because I don't feel at peace. You know what I mean? I don't feel at peace at all. I'm disturbed by it, all of it. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, after you make all those videos, you said it one time before, and the very first time I laid all this out, okay, on not on paper, but like I said, on the articles on LinkedIn, I know his son saw it, I know Karen Johnson saw it, and it continued to happen. So my concern is is like, what do you need to do to get these people to understand basic shit? Do you need to do a lobotomy? Do you need to, you know, I have no idea, you know, and how stupid could you possibly be? You know, back off me. And that's all I'm saying. Okay, because I don't want to be a part of anything like that. If you are indeed a true cult, you might be cultish, but you might be an actual cult. If so, regardless, whether you're a cult or you're just somebody who looks cultish, stay the hell away from me. Period. And that everybody in town should know that. Stay the fuck away from. This person needs to stay away from her. Okay? They are harassing me. Period. Okay? And that's all I have to say. So anyway. Yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up and finish watching my TV show. I have to go to work tomorrow, and so stay there for a few hours and come home, and I'll have the rest of the weekend. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do to spend my time on the weekends. And I'm trying to, like I said, try and improve my life here. I am. But it's a lot of psychological, what do you call it, strain. A lot of, you know, fear that, you know, when you start looking at certain things, you start having weird flashbacks. I am serious. I'm not kidding you. Okay? I don't ever want to have to go through that sort of terror again. Okay? It was unnecessary and completely uncalled for. And, yeah, I'm not trying to be a part of a cult. Don't want to be a part of a cult. And do not want to sit here and have somebody set up my life based on what they think I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, because only I know that, and that's my business. Okay, so I'm wrapping up this video. I'll be back with another one later. Have a great weekend.